By the end of summer, the Horseshoe Casino will be open for business on Russell Street. And in more than a year's time, on the other end of 295, the MGM at National Harbor will be dealing. And smack dab in the middle is Maryland Live at Arundel Mills.
The BW Parkway may as well be called the Casino Superhighway by the end of 2015. 3 large casinos smack in the middle of urban centers and all within just 40 Parkway miles. A new kind of entertainment for a state that is now focused on creating a new kind of enforcement. With the finishing touches being made to the Baltimore Horseshoe Casino this summer as construction sets to begin for the MGM at National Harbor, 295 will soon be lined with big dreams and even bigger odds.
Maryland is a small state with a big challenge in front of it, and we're going to go from one large casino that exists here in Anne Arundel County to 3 large casinos.
Anne Arundel County Police Chief Kevin Davis should know Maryland Live has been up and running in his area for 2 years now. Currently the largest casino in the state. Learning to police this type of entertainment venue has been an evolution. His force went from a few patrols at first to soon its own mini district with a substation. Lessons were learned in where to look for crime around a casino and who specifically to look for.
It's a unique type of criminal that takes advantage of the casino environment, whether it's theft or robbery or theft schemes, etc. There is a uniqueness about someone who preys on casino environments.
And that criminal is about to have more environments to work with and within just 20 miles in either direction. An eventuality Chief Davis thought needed a unified approach.
The criminal community are going to try to look for a gap between the 3 casinos, and that gap is best closed and, quite frankly, only closed by law enforcement.
Helping to close that gap is the International Association of Chiefs of Police in Alexandria, Virginia. The IACP hosted a symposium last month between the 3 police departments and the state police.
Changes were actually, the things happened at that meeting where you could see people making decisions about information sharing immediately.
It was in that meeting that law enforcement in PG County, Baltimore, and Anne Arundel decided to sync the criminal information from all 3 entertainment venues to better combat dangerous criminal trends surrounding their casinos. An umbrella, so to speak, providing the cover will be Maryland State Police.
Whether it's Maryland Live or Baltimore City or at the National Harbor, you know, the number of patrons, the size of those casinos, I think made us want to make sure that we were sort of coordinating the effort if there are any crime issues surrounding any of them.
MSP will lend the Maryland Coordination and Analysis Center to this synchronized casino effort. Here is where the state police and federal partners already take in criminal information from all jurisdictions, determine trends, and then inform law enforcement. Colonel Marcus Brown says the existing blueprint of this fusion center is the perfect mechanism to sync crime trends and prevent larger-scale casino crime.
We've already proven what we're doing at our fusion center when it's the fight against other crimes, like burglaries, like robbery rings, like auto theft rings. We've already proven that by feeding the intel to one location, analyzing it, and then getting that information back out to the jurisdictions that are being affected, that we can win the crime fight.
You could have people go from Baltimore to Anne Arundel down to PG. And so I think it becomes very important.
This umbrella idea works for Baltimore City as well. Commissioner Anthony Batts is in the final stages of planning his enforcement of the Horseshoe Casino. It will be called the Casino Mini District and will have its own challenges when considering the other entertainment venues along Russell Street. Having criminal data centralized when it comes to where to look and who to look for may prove invaluable as the Horseshoe expands Baltimore's tourist district.
We're working as a team. We're working together, regular communications. I think it's a plus for us. I think it is laying the groundwork for other people to see. It is a benchmark. And I think I'm very proud to say with my peers that I think we're doing a good job here in setting a precedent.
A precedent for the nation. Once reserved for just a couple of cities, casinos are now popping up in major metropolitan areas all around the country, a fairly new policing issue for many cities that may look to the newest kid at the table for the best practices in how to keep people safe in and around the gaming venues.
We represent 23,000 police leaders in 18,000 different jurisdictions, right? And what we're looking to do is to take this and run with it and probably publish a set of guidelines.
Now, this symposium a few weeks back included officials from Atlantic City. They were invited to help guide the conversation, but left that meeting with them wanting to learn more from what Maryland was about to do. Eventually, once up and running, the smaller casinos like Rocky Gap, Ocean Downs, and Perryville will also be brought into this loop.